Going on, guys? We're back. Podcast is here. I was just commentating. This guy just played in. What the heck, dude? What? What is happening? That's not me. All right, no, I'm actually here now. No, you'll never get that white Evgeny Malkin jersey of me ever again. You may hear something stupid out of me, but that's for a different time. Maybe even tonight. But yeah, podcast is back literally right after a game between El Matador and Emerald City RC. Luis joined me for an interview, and now he's here in the booth as well as co-caster Rydog. Fellas, how's it been since the last 5 minutes we have talked to each other?
Good to be here, Stephen P. Smith. Rydog, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, obviously I co-commentated an absolute cinema game that I'm sure we'll talk about at least a little bit later on the podcast, but it's obviously good to be back. I know I was on a few weeks ago, but let's talk some SGL Rocket League. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. And if I can remember what the topics of discussion are, guys, this is kind of gonna be like a little bit of a shorter one because we're going through basically like a week 6 review, kind of relatively simple in all things because it was actually all in one night. Just to highlight that first point, I think we had what your guys' match versus the locals on Wednesday, El Matador and the locals, and then we literally played every game from about like 9:30 and on Thursday. So that was a
Oh
crazy
yeah.
start. Yeah. Um, and then I mean the games I feel like had a little bit of cinema to them, but not as much as maybe we anticipated. Definitely not that last series. I'm sorry, guys. Steel Army did not deliver the content this time around. So that was just a do like a little mini week 6 preview or a review of that. Then we talk about some power rankings. We got our clips as per usual. We may even play that ECRC clip again. Who knows? Maybe give Luis some PTSD from an hour ago.
Boo.
But yeah, that's just gonna be what we're talking about this time around. And we got both leagues going through different competitions, so briefly address that, and then we got one more thing before we head out tonight, but I'll tell you about that later. But for now, let's jump into week 6 review. So if we can get that review board up of those matchups this past
Wait,
week.
why is
seeing
this
that-
guy Stinks pinned in the Twitch chat? And it says that I pinned it.
Dude, did
I
you
pin
do
that?
that?
Oh my! Are
you
there ghosts
stupid, bro?
in my house? What is happening right now? Damn. Sorry, derailing. Go ahead.
All right, well,
do things.
our co-podcaster of this doesn't realize what he does on a given minute right now, pinning all this. Decides to pin something else. Another Caesar message saying, "Welcome everyone." So yeah, welcome to the podcast. We're looking at match day 6 over here, and just looking down the line, I know Timber's Army didn't play this time around. They ended up getting the bye. But gonna throw this question to Rydog first. Looking through here, what was your match of the week?
Oh goodness. I mean, there's a lot of big games. I mean, I'm a sucker for like rivalries, like even like the soccer rivalries, like a Portland Seattle match. Those sorts of things where it can get a little chippy. I know that the BNG Old Timers Axe and Rose series, although it was a 3-0 sweep, that got a little chippy, kind of in the gameplay and everything. I think with the 100% sweeps across the board, whether it's reverse sweep or I guess game 5 or 3 games, I should say, the extremes, if you will. I think I might have to go with the EM Big Dogs Los Verdes series. I knew that was going to be really close, kind of coming into this week, and having it play out in 5 doesn't surprise me in the least. I actually didn't see that VOD because I was also streaming at the same time, so I'll have to go back and watch it. But I guess maybe on paper that one looks to be the best series of the week for me.
Luis, how about you? You feeling about the same?
Yeah, Pico David on Palace's head to win the game is I mean that was the match of the week. We had the Hourglass ridiculous like triple tap skim thing. I don't even know what it was. It was a ridiculous goal and yeah, it was. I mean that had to be the game of the week. Like there was another game 5 that we played in, but every EM series goes to game 5. That's just how it is. So it's not like a cinema sort of thing when it comes to our game 5s and. Yeah, I mean the EM Big Dogs. I mean the Playboy Farty Hourglass Super Bowl was it was fun.
Describing it as a Super Bowl is just one way to do it, and yeah, there's no guarantee we get like a 1v1 of them in the cup. But I gotta concur as well. If you were watching that game, you know that you enjoyed that no matter who you were at that point. EM Big Dogs taking another Game 5 thriller against one of the better teams of the championship. So they have 2 very shocking wins over here. I mean, crazy to see out of them. And yeah, if you're a Steel Army member, you're looking at that series going, LV, you're doing great. You got 2-0 up. You're about to sweep them. You can play at 11 on time. and go to bed at a normal time. Nope, that did not happen. Los Verdes said, nope, we're gonna let this one go back in the series, and you will wait. But honestly, worth it because that was all cinema, and yeah, especially with our glass shot of the year.
Did someone clip that, by the way? Like, that shot, I don't know if it ended up getting clipped or whatever, but that shot was ridiculous. Like, that was the best shot so far.
I swear,
in any division, in like any, like literally the Premier, the Championship, that shot was like insane. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I was genuinely surprised. Like, I had to like do a double take because I was just playing in warm-ups and whatnot with my team, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, he said he was going for a pinch, and all of a sudden he just doubles this one off the sideball. That was crazy.
Yep. But kind of boring week. Besides that, I mean, Deb and Rydog. I mean, what? Look at all the sweeps, bro. Like, what are we doing here? That's so un SGL season 9. So.
Nothing will ever come to the peak that was that week 3 or week 4.
Oh, and yeah.
I think it's week 4, right?
I think
we
that's
just had
right.
absolute crazy matches. Yeah.
We just had like nearly I think every series had at least 4 games or something like that. I think it just became cinema because the championship just got that much potentially questionable. I think that's whenever EM beat Steel Army too. Yeah, no, it was a crazy week all around over there. But yeah, I gotta concur. Not as a crazy week this time, unless your team is EM Big Dogs, and I see one in here, especially the rivalry of Hourglass and Playboy Farty over there. I shout those two out, especially Caesar chatting as well.
I like how Hourglass didn't say anything. He just like puts like one emote. That's it. One, not multiple. One. That's all he does.
He just wants to dino dance, bro. Let him dino dance.
Let my man's dino dance, man.
But yeah, I don't really have much more to say on the week. I mean, Rydog, Devin, unless y'all have more. I mean, it was pretty straightforward.
It was fun to stream. I mean, having all of it on the same day was cool in a way to kind of go back and forth between the games. You know, having multiple tabs open and stuff. Of course, I didn't do that as much because I was one of the streaming games. But yeah, I mean, it seems to be like Thursday is the day for SGL.
Yeah,
it's like the day that most people are available. So I know our team this week, we play EC Eternal. We'll probably get to that a little bit later, but we're playing on Thursday as well. So we'll keep the Thursday trend going.
Yeah, exactly. We love Thursdays around here. And honestly, we could end up seeing more. I saw a couple of Thursday outlooks over there if it wasn't already for the Monday, Tuesday slots already can filled over there. We may see a Wednesday one, but I don't know. We'll see how that one ends up going. And yeah, just looking forward to what we got coming up over here. I think we got a what do you guys want to do first? You guys want to do top 5s through week 6, or do you want to look at or do you want to do some power rankings, get into the spicy stuff early on?
Top 5, like clips, people, get teams, people,
and top 5 rankings. Yeah, let's do that first.
The top 5 humans.
Top 5. Christian the Plumber.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Ready to show it off
sure.
again. Yeah, let's jump into this. Our next little topic that we got before jumping into power rankings. As you could see, a lot of similarities across this. Across the top 5s, I feel like we're getting to that point of the season where, like, if you weren't on a top 5, you'll have to end up making like a monster comeback in order to get through this year. But a lot of similar players we see back and forth. Good to see him over here. A lot of players in the 400s for the championship as far as points per game. And yeah, that's Christian the Plumber. He's over there.
He's just like seems like an outlier, like in a good way, I guess. Like he's just like miles ahead of everybody. Like he's even on saves per game. Like even though that's the only stat that he's not first in is saves per game, which is unbelievable.
It's not good enough. I mean, he's got to be.
He's got to save more shots. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. He needs to be top at everything. All right.
So yeah, he's just like next game that he takes, he's just be like, all right, guys, I gotta be back for a bit. Just let the ball come to me right here, and I'll end up taking back for a goal. You know how it goes. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of performers out there here. Good seeing Ponzi up here. Good seeing the LV boys of Palace and Devon and Elite Stroker get across this. Red 4 maintaining being on the top 5 of assists that 1 week, really carrying him over here. And even though Bear Blitz missed a week, he's still top 2 in assists, so still at least holding down the fort over there. Anything else of note, fellas?
I like how
You
my
got-
teammate says I'll be ready on Thursday, and today is Tuesday, and we played on Tuesday. So thoughts? And thoughts, anybody? Or I mean,
maybe, yeah, maybe he's playing on Thursday and you don't realize. I don't know.
yeah, my fault.
But Loy Boy didn't play this week and is still on a lot of the. He's also near the top of the Prem stats. So obviously a little bit biased. Good for him. Obviously he's my teammate, but yeah, obviously a good player. He's been kind of carrying us right now. So it's good to see him at the top.
I love how Nelly just snuck by on total goals. It's actually a
Yeah, they. I obviously I have the comms. I have the comms leaks as well. They're very competitive when it comes to the stats. They want to be at the top, and they love stealing goals away and assists away from each other. To the point where they cheer so loud when I do anything, just because they're competing so much. They're like, "Holy crap, Ryan scored!" Like, "Holy crap, like Ryan assists!" Like that's crazy. So, I think that's pretty funny. But yeah, they're super competitive. They want all of the stats.
our
And that's
class
a-
saying stats don't show my 100% shot accuracy, bro.
For
You play 1 game in 3 seasons and demanding top 5 status already. We already called your goal like basically goal of the year so far.
I will say it is funny. One thing to mention on that series, it was funny. It was like in the middle of game 3, I see a notification in Discord, typing in the Los Verdes chat or whatever, and like it's like Hourglass is like, I'm on the game. Like, bro, you are in the middle of a series. Like, what are you like? What do you mean I'm on the game? Like, where you are tardy. So, yeah.
I'm just glad we got to see that. But yeah, those were top 5s across both leagues we got over here. We're going to keep jumping through this because, as we mentioned, we're trying to keep things, I guess, a bit shorter this time around. We're going to be opting to go through power rankings. So whenever Maz is ready to show that off, that'll be our probably heaviest topic that we usually get to during the week. So yeah, we're going to start with the premiere. We're going to be looking at this. You can see the table right there. That is updated to, the first game that you just saw previously, by the way. So just for looking at what it was beforehand, it was KC on top, then El Matador, then ECRC, then Timber's Arm. Just for those keeping track. And no, whenever it comes to power rankings, I am not putting that result into my power rankings, even though it definitely would change it.
So we're not including tonight.
I am not. You can,
Oh,
but I feel like
okay.
that goes against the spirit of through week 6.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I'm gonna offer this to the guest. Guest goes first, unless he's feeling very pushing toward the other side.
No, I think mine should be pretty easy. I think I have the bottom 2 as they are. Obviously, we play Eternal this week, and I've always been fairly high on those guys too, just because I have played with them quite a bit. We know what Christmas can do. We know what Spanky can do, being on that ECRC roster. So I guess they could potentially move up, obviously with a little bit of personal bias on like when we actually play them. But for right now, I'll kind of stick to those 2 at 7, EC Eternal at 7, and then Rebellion at 6. Also because Rebellion beat us in a sweep, so that's kind of also why I have them where they are as well. And then 5, I have locals. I think I forget who they played last week. I was on the cast for that, but they were always saying that like they always have us at 5. We're always the 5th best team, and they just kind of want to play gatekeeper, which I actually love that. that mentality of like, yeah, we're just, we might not win the league or whatever, but we're just gonna piss people off and we're just gonna kind of cause chaos as the table progresses. So I'm absolutely here for it. Of course, they went to 5 against EM, who right now is provisionally on top, I think, or yeah, I think they're through tonight. They're on top of the league, so I think that's a good spot for them, and I'm honestly excited to see how they quote unquote gatekeep the rest of the way here. I'm not gonna use tonight as well. I'm gonna try not to, even though I guess because it depends on I think how we play this week on Thursday. But I'm gonna go ECRC4 TA3. Obviously tonight ECRC looked really good, but barring that, I think they looked they look good. They look good. They look like their normal selves. I think there are some teams that are kind of better than them, kind of technically speaking. And I think I have those teams above them, and then TA being above them. My own team, I think it's just because we beat them head to head, so I have them at 3, us at 3, and I think that's a pretty fair assessment to say, considering where we are at the table as of right now. And then 2 and 1, I have EM at 2, and then I have KC Cauldron at 1. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Like I said, I'm not going to use tonight, but I think EM is still obviously one of the best technically teams in the league. I mean, you've got Luis and Caesar and even Kiwi and Huey have stepped up a big time. Well, some drama here coming on. Caesar's off the team, but obviously, like they're just really good still, and so I think that the 2 there is appropriate. And then yeah, KC. I mean, they just look like the best team, and it's weird because, at least personally, and I don't mean any disrespect to KC at all, because they're obviously a really good team. Just when I watched them play a few seasons or a few series ago before we played them, and even during our series, I think we could have beat them, and I think they're a very beatable team, but they just always find ways to win. And I think that's why, in my mind, they're number 1 is they might play to the level of whoever they're playing, but they always find a way to get it done. And obviously depending on how their game goes this week against locals, they could propel themselves up to the top of the league. But yeah, they just look like the best team right now. So hopefully that's not too many hot takes. But
yeah,
I guess
your list is terrible, bro. Your list is terrible, bro. But we'll get to why later. All right. I'm mad at you right now. I'm mad at you.
All right.
Well, I know I'm next because I'm not allowed to go last whenever you're in the Prem, so I'm looking at their seat. We're actually on the back side now, on the flip side, so week 7, or at least going into week 7 after week 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of similarities between Rydog's and mine. I only have actually 1 difference, but going from the bottom, I have the Rebellion at the bottom. They are falling off for me. And the reason why is I just looked at that last series and I was not impressed. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like I've seen much better performance out of them. And yeah, so then you can just throw Rebellion at 7. EC Eternal is going to be the 6. And you can copy and paste 1 through 5.
What?
That is the same.
There's some haterade in here. There's some haterade going on.
Bro, this is just what happens whenever you enter the profession of accounting. You just become in sync with your... Dude, not again.
Command V, Command V. Command C, Command V. Like, it's just it's the most used. Like, it's, it is what it is.
Damn. Well... dude, y'all are tripping. Like, what is going on with these lists? I mean, this is
You're
terrible.
gonna have to really describe then.
This
because...
is absolutely terrible. First of all, Timber's Army is number 1. First of all, Timber's Army is the best team in the league, so they're again number 1. I don't know why you guys like to pretend they're not. Okay, I'm sick of it.
Have you looked at the table, sir?
I am making a stand. All right, I'm tired. of this misinformation on the SGL channel from two of our esteemed guests here. I mean, this is, yeah, I'm not standing for this. Yeah, Timbers Army #1. Luis to Portland, man, dude, can you imagine? Imagine you're right. Okay, listen, if that ever happened, then like, Rydog, are you on the bench or are we benching?
Oh, 100%. Oh, I will have. No. Yeah, you and Lowboy and Nelly can take it. I'm good with that.
All right, I'm down. I'm taking my talents to not South Beach. What's the other one? Oh, the Pacific Northwest. Sorry, that's the other one. Yeah, Timbers Army, obviously #1, best team in the league. Again, why y'all have them at 3? It literally makes no sense. When their starting lineup plays, they win. So, the Rebellion series did not happen. And then the other series that they lost also didn't happen. I think it was against KC. Again, make a wish, make believe series. So, Timbers Army #1, easy. I just want to start with that one because that's the most obvious one I think on the list. For me, I have EC Eternal at 7. I have the Rebellion at 6 and the Locals at 5. So, I will be control Ving the bottom 3. So, little bit of plagiarism going on. And then I think my list is almost identical to actually last week. I still have EM at 2, I have ECRC at 3, and I have KC at 4. Listen, KC will be top of the league. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer in KC Cauldron. I'm not. I think right now, if they play any of the top 3 teams, they lose. So I am not a believer. Toronto, if you are in chat, not a believer. All right, I am not a believer. I think that they've had some incredibly lucky wins. Lucky wins,
What a
all right?
night for you!
So, freaking Shannon Suarez Dollar. Oh, I almost said something TOS. All right, but yeah, this is my list. I think this is the most obvious list. I think when TA put out their best lineup, they win against anybody else. When EM put out their best lineup, they win against the teams below them. When ECRC put out their best lineup, they beat everybody below them, etc., etc. So that's my list. Y'all
apart from tonight, yeah. Luis is not including tonight. I'm just gonna make that known, I guess, because
no, tonight included. The Caesar, my other 1600 player.
Okay.
I don't know where he is. He's
in the snow apparently. He's in the
apparently
snow.
He's lost in the snow, in the Tarrant County snow. So yeah, I'm mad at you, bro. So.
He's taking his talents to Pittsburgh, where he'll be truly appreciated this time.
Wait, unironically, listen, we're doing a little bit of memes, or I'm doing a little bit of memes here. Wait, I want to press both of y'all. Do y'all legitimately think that the KC Cauldron can beat, in a 7-game series, EM, ECRC, or Timbers Army when they're both best lineups they're playing? I want to hear it. I want to hear a defense.
Do you want to go, or do you want me to go? Because I feel like we're about to say the same thing.
You go first, and I'll add on maybe the TA take since I'm on TA. But
listen, you said 7-game series. We're playing 5-game series, buddy. But even in a 7-game series, dude, have you just watched KC Cauldron? They don't make sense, but they get the results. There's nothing else to say. They're the top of the table for the reason with the game in hand. Yeah, I know they got all this opportunity. They beat Timbers Army. They're in clear path to take the league right now, assuming all goes well. But they just find the ways to win.
Listen, Slater, aka Reddles, won a regional in the year of 2025. All right.
Oh my gosh.
There are things like Mickey Mouse runs. All right. Right now, KC Cauldron are on a Mickey Mouse run. All right. I am here for the KC Cauldron hatred or slander. Okay. They have had so many lucky games. They should have lost the ECRC. If any of the ECRC guys are in chat, they'll tell you that as well. They should have lost that series. Somehow, Timbers Army and Rydog and those guys were hitting every post imaginable in that series. They should have lost that series, okay? When they played us, did they win? I don't remember.
Maybe
no.
2-5?
No, because they have a loss. They have a loss, right? Who did ECRC lose, or who did KC lose to?
I think the reason. Listen,
had to be you guys, right?
I don't even remember that series. That's how much they are a forgettable team. Okay, they have had a Mickey Mouse run. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cauldron lost to EM in 5, so EM won in 5. Okay. I look. this is the major copium for me being an absolute fence sitter. I understand that completely, Luis. I understand where you're coming from. I think I'm just looking at the table, and like Debit said, Debit, you
You're
and I are gonna
being
say the
nice.
same thing.
You're being nice.
They
PR
just
Rydog.
no. But here's the TA approach though. I agree with you, and of course I can't speak to the other games because I honestly don't remember. But when we played KC, you're right. We hit every post. We actually did not play well at all in that series. That's probably our worst series, and unfortunately had to be against like one of the best teams. So yeah, I think it would, and I said it in the interview. It was 60% KC being good, 40% us just not playing up to our standards. So yes, I think you're correct, and I would affirm the statement that if KC and TA play right now on a good day, TA best lineup, KC best lineup, I think we beat them in 5. But that's
Yeah.
if we're peaking, if we're on our game and we don't play and we don't hit the post, if our shooting, if we fix our shooting, then yeah, I think we take them down. But that team's good, man. On paper too, like they're good, like they're getting the results. I just can't find a way to hate them right now.
Dude, Toad saying they voodoo magicked us out of winning. That's the only reason we lost. Yeah, dude, that's called aura. That's literally what it comes to. And by the
Yeah.
way, you made a deal with the devil tonight to beat El Matador, scoring
true.
666. So, I mean, we all make deals sometimes.
Toe Death is 100% correct, okay? In their series, go back and watch it. For some reason, ECRC did not log in for the first 2 games, I believe. And then, yeah, that again, that right now, I'm thinking ECRC over the KC Cauldron, all right? Toad Death, Gojo, and Smashley. That's the team, man.
Also, Caesar saying TA outside of NA East 100%. Like it's copium, it's super copium, but it's not wrong. So but that's the thing, and I see this is where I agree with you, Luis. For a power ranking perspective, even if you include tonight's match, I would also pick ECRC over KC. I think.
Yeah, easily.
So, but that's the glory of this format. We get to play everybody twice, so we'll get to see if all that comes true here in the second half. This is the last week of the first half of the Prem, so we'll see second half. We'll see what comes true, what doesn't. So.
All right, so you guys think we're gonna fight whenever it comes to championship power rankings, or do you think it's gonna be pretty straightforward?
I'm trying to think of like a meme power rankings that I can like argue you guys with in this one, like I just did with the premiere, which is absolutely not a meme, and I stand by everything I just said. But no, I think we're gonna have a lot of alignment here. Actually, I already see Mr. Stephen P. Smith here putting his team lower than it should be. But other than that, I think we'll have a lot of agreement here.
All right, Rydog, you know what to do.
Okay. Unfortunately, I do have to put my my baby Timbers on the bottom. They're getting better. I obviously gas them up as much as I can when I'm on stream. But they're getting better. We've had some chats and stuff off just after their last match against BNG. And they're in the right headspace for being 0-6. They're frustrated, rightfully so. They're not winning games, but they're eager and keep wanting to improve and do better and do all of the things, you know, outside of just playing the game, replay reviews, you know, those sorts of things. So like I said, I'm hyping them up as much as I can, but unfortunately I do have to put them at the bottom. I'm also gonna go LV next up. I just think, and I know you guys would agree with this, that on paper it's a good team. If they can throw out their starting 3, they're a good side, and they're kind of competing for that third spot with ECD and EM Big Dogs. But I just haven't seen enough from them personally, so I kind of put them there. EM Big Dogs, I think right in front of them. I'm gonna be really lame, I think, in this power rankings. They obviously got the I think you said they got the reverse sweep, or they won in game 5 against LV, and whether that's a slow start or them just kind of, you know, turning on their monitors or whatever, I think that's a good spot for them. Because I'm just thinking like head to head, and I guess like in my head right now, for as I'm doing these, like the teams above them would beat the teams below them. Like that's why I have EC Defiance at 3, and because I think they beat EM Big Dogs, I think they beat LB, and I think they beat Axe and Rose. But I also think they lose to BNG, and I think they lose to Steel Army. So. Like I said, maybe it's lame, but that's how I feel. ECD has looked really good. Unfortunately, they had a tough cup match this week against Mr. Debit Sir. But I think 3v3 is their game mode. So when they're back in the league, they'll bounce back. I'm not sure who they play next, but they'll bounce back. And then I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be different just for the cinema. Okay, so. I'm gonna be different for the cinema. I'm gonna go Steel Army 2, BNG 1.
Oh, damn! I thought you said you're gonna be different. You're gonna put Steel Army number 1. My fault.
No. I'm gonna be different from the league table. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, LAFC's got the championship MVP on their team in Christian, and I think I just think they look good. I mean, I obviously streamed the BNG Axe and Rose, and they just looked dominant, and they brought up their strongest lineup, and they just kind of took care of business. So if anything, that team can beat any of the rest of the teams, and the only team that can beat them is themselves at this point. So if they can kind of keep a level head and keep chugging along, I think they'll be in good shape. And then Steel Army at 2, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The best team, like team, if you will, kind of reminds me of like a G2, where you don't have one flashy player, you have 3 really solid players that all get the job done. So I think hopefully that's not very hot takey either, but that's those are my reasons. Those are my power rankings.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's no fight here. I can't even pretend to even make up a fight on the power rankings. I mean, mine's just the same as. Actually, Los Verdes. You know what? No, mine is the same as Rydog. Okay, Los Verdes put on a content series against EM Big Dogs, and EM Big Dogs ended up winning. So I'm just gonna give him that spot. Literally, I'm sorry, boring. You know what? The championship. Y'all are boring, okay? This is really, really boring. I'm sick of it, alright? There is cinema week in, week out in the Premier League, okay? I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad at y'all. So, yeah, sorry. I have nothing to add. Rydog said all the good things. So, yeah.
Wow. You guys are ass. That's insane. I thought you were gonna like end up making fun of me for how my power ranks were gonna be, and you probably are, just because these 2 different spots. But you know, let's run through it. Go bottom to top. Axe and Rose 6. At number 5, I'm sorry, and this is where I'm gonna differ in my literal philosophy of how I did the prem, so you can make fun of me for this. EM Big Dogs are still 5. I will stand by that. LV should be 4.
Interesting.
I still think that team is better than EM Big Dogs through and through, even though they messed up royally. ECD is still at 3. That's just a tough loss. And
wow, Debit's so different. He changed 1 team. I mean, listen, this guy is trying to act like a revolutionary here. Okay, he's changing one team. Folks.
Who's he got 1 and 2? Come on.
Oh, he's gonna act brand new now and actually cheer for his team, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna switch it right now.
There's no swaps to it. Steel Army I put as number 1.
Hey, there we go. It took 7 weeks. It took
Rydog,
7 weeks.
Do you remember when he's been like waffling about how his team is not good or whatever, and he's been putting them at 2, and now he puts them at 1.
Yes.
I mean, I think this is inconsistency, hypocrisy, lamency. You are terrible. Okay, I'm not. You know what? Now I'm mad at you. Okay, this list is abominable.
Hey.
You guys lost to EM Little Dogs. You guys do not deserve the number 1 spot. It is unacceptable. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who did BNG lose to? Steel Army?
Us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we lost a 5-game set where we threw out Red 4 and Raisin Boy and me for the first time ever as a trio.
No, don't copium there. No, don't give me the
I will,
copium there.
I will
That's,
copium. I will
no.
copium because they game planned around chasing me the entire time. Yeah.
Wow, Skyline
go.
being very vocal in chat. Sorry to interrupt. Debit does not know how to rank. Neither does anyone else.
Wait, hang on. What does he mean by this?
Yeah,
who else
Skyline,
is he
give us your
putting?
rankings in chat.
Skyline's not
Either-
silver 3. What?
Dude, Skyline.
There's
you
no
put on
way
defensive
Skyline is
show of a
silver
lifetime.
3. There's no way. I don't believe it.
No, he's not. He's not. No way. But Skyline, give us your top 6, man, or give us your power rankings.
Yeah, Debbie, you can't handle the aura, bro.
The aura, bro.
You aura diff.
I'm giving you the aura diff just because I keep putting you at 5.
Yeah, well, there you
You
go.
get
Skyline's
get-
gonna flip reset. No, don't flip reset. I want to see
You
your
get
top
Adrian
6.
back to form, and you can be number 4.
Also, can I say one thing? All right. Playboy already said let Luis speak. Absolutely based. All right. This guy's on the payroll. But what do you want me to say? I mean, you guys, congratulations. You beat a throwing in Los Verdes. So I put you one spot above where you should be. You know. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
You should not have asked him to speak.
Listen, you said Playboy 40 said I was I'm like a Waffle House merchant or something above. So this is what you get, Playboy 40. All right, for telling me to speak. You guys are lucky that I put you at 4, okay? And you're lucky that Arglass took the pitch because y'all were getting swept. All right. So yeah.
Interesting. So it's good. It's good. No, we had a little bit of difference. It's not just, even though Luis and I are copy paste, but Debit coming in with the interesting takes. But hey, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Man, we haven't been this heated about the championship in a long time. Holy
That's
crap.
good. No, it's good. Keep it coming. Hey, and
Wait, can I say one thing real quick? I hate to derail for the
do it.
10th time already tonight. The next batches of Andor episodes are coming out, so in honor of Star Wars, Debit, have you ever been called like that? You kind of look like the Clone Wars version of like Admiral Yularen.
Is it just the mustache, bro?
Dude, I don't know. When Maz switched the screen, I was like, dude, I swear you're in the Clone Wars television show, bro. I was thinking, who is it? It's Admiral
Ain't no
Yularen.
way. Dude, isn't he like 87 at this point? He's been through
Yeah.
the literal Clone Wars. Now he's in the Imperial Army or Navy.
Yeah. Sorry, and sorry for the Star Wars derail, but
Insane.
yeah.
Insane. And I haven't watched yet because I've been busy doing this. So, and I won't be able to watch till Thursday. So don't talk to me until then.
Ponzi has the same power rankings as Debit. Oh my! You old people,
My God.
what is going on? There's something is happening, man. I'm sick and tired of it. All right.
yeah, Baz, yeah, get this man. Yeah,
Lay
Get
down,
this man
you don't
losing.
have
I
to.
wanna hear.
I'll speak for you. I already spoke on this.
What is happening? What is going on?
I mean, Skyline's true about that one, no?
Well, that Northy Jr. comment is just funny if you know who Northy Jr. is. That is.
If you've ever been in comms with him, I'm so
Right
glad
on,
I
right
deal
on. Have
with
you been
him
in a VC
over-
with Northy Jr. before or no?
Like once or twice.
Oh
There's
god.
not too many, but
Were you there when he was calling Kiwi a simp for having a wife?
No, I must have not been. But,
Oh, okay, never mind.
We love Northy Jr. then.
That might be a lore segment. What has Northy Jr. said in the voice chats of the SGL Discord? Okay, that would be.
That's like a 5-minute segment, and you just react to every line that he has at that point.
Yeah. All right, sorry, I'm derailing. I've had a little bit to drink tonight, so. All right, what's next?
But yeah, shout out to Ponzi on that one. Real ball knower on this one. But yeah, that'll do it for the week 6 like review there. We're gonna hop into. Let's clip this one up. You want to do clips before we do a week 7 preview? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Just keep the
Yeah,
week
let's
6
do that.
going.
Yeah, let's do it. Makes sense.
Old people talking about these young people are ruining the world. Dude, I am
True.
not taking your social security, bro. Get on the payroll, and then we'll talk.
I don't think Playboy Party knows what Social Security is. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, and that's where I say, nope, I'm not gonna say anything. If I speak, I will get fined.
Let's get these clips rolling, Mass, please.
Roll the clips.
Save
please.
us.
3 years,
Save
however
us.
many they want. More than 0. Yeah, preferably.
Holy
I
crap,
think.
that's me on the cast. Boom.
Oh,
Caesar.
Caesar
Where was this
snipes it.
tonight? Where was he at?
Luis to Caesar. I gotta check out this.
Gone.
replay.
We finally hit one of these. I don't know
Off
if
the
you guys. We've been
ceiling,
trying to hit
that's
like a
crazy.
ceiling
See,
kind
this
of
is
play
a
like this for a
scary
long
EM
time.
now.
So,
If they're going off the ceiling, like, I don't want to.
but
I
like you
wouldn't
said,
want to
Rydog, where the
play
hell
that
was this
already
person
played.
at tonight? I mean, I
know
don't.
it's
Like,
It's
guy's
Thursday.
for-
He's gonna be ready on Thursday or
Where I just
something.
hit the ball against the backboard and don't
Yeah,
move
dude.
my car and it just goes in the exact same spot. So
Oh,
that's a
oh,
really
pass.
good pass. But there's no boost. There's no boost from low.
Nobody has boost.
Crazy. It
Who's
was
that on the
just
comms, man? I don't
off
know.
Oh, that's over. Do we have a second?
Yeah, I don't
man
know.
Coming
He
in.
makes good power
What a
rankings.
save.
Oh my
Kiwi.
gosh.
Dude, this
Thanks,
kid's
man.
everywhere.
I
It's a
guess,
confidence
I guess
boost
you
after
can
my
play
first
goalie
appearance.
against, but I just can't do that.
You
Yeah,
guys
well,
like
it-
hearing your own voice in
Batmobile.
comms? Or are you
Ducky
cringing at your own
stoked.
voice?
No,
I
I'm
hate the
cringing
sound of my
right now.
voice.
Well, that's
I,
what-
yeah,
I sound
yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, I sound
Dr. Quad can't be
cringe.
Luis,
So.
but who can be Luis?
That's legit why whenever I
They're
have to
right
watch
back
back
in it.
series that I
It's only
cast
down by
in,
2,
I
and there's
do it
over
with
a minute
volume on.
left.
No, I
Go,
would have
boy,
too.
gets
I
the
would as
save.
well. That was a
Ooh.
crazy save, dude.
That is.
Oh, that
We'll
save
go
was
to a teammate.
insane.
They just
I
clear it, they just
remember
clear it.
because I actually
Luis
played in this
slippery set.
series.
It's
I
gonna
remember
go
that
over to
happening.
Huey. Huey's not gonna
Yeah,
do
that
it.
was
Probably
crazy.
smart.
That was
Huey's behind him.
amazing.
Ducky's gonna get the clear. They have
The
to score
man,
with time
the
on
locals
clock.
players
It's
save
gonna be a really good
everything. I don't know if you guys
pass.
have
Oh,
noticed
Look at
this.
that.
Like,
Like,
these,
no, I know.
We might see
these
that
guys
one on
save
the,
everything for
SGL
like no
podcast next
reason.
week
Like they
too,
shouldn't be
but,
doing what they're doing, but they
Locals
have like
gotta figure it
yeah,
out in
they
between
have, like,
games because they
great
went from
defense.
1 game up to 1 game down. It's 2-1. But once again, that's a great fake from Kuv. Oh, look, it turned around. It's gonna be a pass from Caesar, but nothing really coming in. He's
Caesar
got
said
the
he
Kuv
could
masterclass?
The Kuv.
Oh, we have a cool
And
goal.
they're back in
Nice.
this game. We
Dude.
rage.
We went crazy in the booth,
Great,
Toad and I, for
everybody,
this.
Off the shoulder, he just beats Doughboy, who has no idea he's there.
Kuv, MVP
That's
of that
a
series.
very,
Unsung hero,
very
for sure.
Good, sneaky
Yeah, he played well.
play.
GM Kuv.
McKister ducked
Yeah,
it. Think
GM
Doughboy
Kuv.
was gonna get that hit. Gonna be a double fake, we'll call it, from EM. Luis getting the fake reset.
It's just so
Ooh.
clean.
Well, like not a pogo, but like.
Where was
kinda
this
let
today
it
in the
hit his
Roadhog,
car.
dude? Talk to me.
And there's the early goal.
I
for
don't know,
EM.
man.
I think everybody
The
thought he was going
Zippy
for a
or the
reset and just air rolled
Grog
the
or
other
whatever
way.
the heck yells he
Whatever the
used.
other ones are
Awkward. Mikey
called,
Ducky
yeah.
didn't
Wasn't the
have a
Proteus,
great
not the arms
No.
one.
first,
No arms, no
but
arms, yeah.
Yeah, I think you want to challenge that one a bit earlier.
Too late to
and
call
prevent
Kuv MVP?
Luis from
Never.
doing whatever Luis wants to do.
No, he is the MVP, man. GM Kuv, he's doing the right things there for the
Locals, to be
organization.
fair, how
Fire
they're playing
Nico,
okay.
though.
Here comes
Low
Mr.
GM,
Duck. He's
yeah.
gonna get a shot on target. Minecraft
Oh.
anvil's off the post.
See, once again, that's just local
Chaos
save.
in the
Or no,
net.
that was you
Dr.
guys
Quad
saving
gonna get the
stuff.
double. Absolutely
Oh,
far
Oh,
come
Another
on.
Minecraft
That was so
Dude.
close, too.
And
That looked like
I
Portland
think it
Timbers
was
versus
Dr. Aquatic
KC
who had
Cauldron.
KC
That's-
on
that's that's what that looked like
I
right
think
there.
so. I don't want to speak.
That's
incorrectly,
100%
but that
right.
was so close.
This was clean. The
Oh my
fake
gosh.
breezy.
That's
Oh.
cool.
oh, that's so
The-
good. The delay flip is.
Yeah, I'll
so
be
good.
honest,
He had
I-
to flip the whole time. I think he.
What the heck
maybe
is this
wanted to
flip
go
that
for
you
a
just
breeze, he
did?
just
I don't
forgot.
know.
I don't know.
Turned on his
It was
monitor
just
in the
lucky,
meantime or
bro. Yeah, I
something
don't know.
and
Whatever. It
just
went in the
looked into
net.
it. So, right now,
Fire
for
Nico,
ECRC
ban that
playing
guy.
Very high
Yeah, can
up
we
the
ban-
field.
can we
If
time out
Dog can
Caesar,
get
please?
Kind of a bigger clear, kind of turn them around a little bit. It's
What's
gonna
he doing?
allow them to kind of get on the offensive end, but this is not what you want. Gojo off the sidewall. He's
Oh?
gonna air
Oh,
dribble
I
it
remember
all
this
the way
one.
in.
When
off
Gojo
the
plays like
sidewall.
that, man,
Mr.
ECRC are
BDS
so
world
good.
champion.
That
Gives
BDS
the
decal is
shirts,
awesome, by the way.
shirts
On the
goal
It's
next.
so
for,
clean.
That's
It's
clean,
so
yeah.
clean.
There you go.
Yeah, 2 Rebellion players on the back.
Was it this series or
Oh
was
my
it
God.
the? I forget what series it was. You would have been proud. There's a Team Queso decal. Somebody else. There was another decal that was being rocked. I was like, wow, it's like.
Oh, as you see,
That's
Toad
throwback.
definitely get a double. He can.
Airblitz
Yeah,
is
I
usually
like
our
the
Team
jersey
Queso representative
that are on
here,
display
so.
every time we see them
Yeah.
on Also, the shout out pitch. This Maz could for be dangerous. banning Toad Caesar. I mean, that's.
What a save
Wait.
from Logan. I don't know how he got there, but he got there and it's still scoreless somehow. Or is it?
Oh
is it
my
the first or it's
gosh.
Not. They're holding on right.
Oh wait, timed out for 1 second. That's not cool.
Yeah, and I just don't know where the offense
My fault,
comes
spreading
from
misinformation.
if you're EM here.
Look at you
it
go.
just- it feels
Oh my
like
gosh, cinema
there's
series.
No
Here we go.
Room in this Los Verdes defense. They're just
What is
so
that? Oh, that's the
organized.
Paladin, I
what a
think.
pass,
Oh, that's a great
what a goal.
pass.
Devin.
Devin,
Man.
son of busted
Got
cider.
Devin him now, and man,
Why
he
did he
could-
change his name to this?
I love
yeah,
it.
The stats after
I
this
actually
year
love
are
it.
gonna be crazy. I'm
That's
looking
such a good
forward to having
pass.
that in terms of goals per game.
That is a sick little dish from.
Yo,
the
Huey on the
shrimp. What a
commentary, by
pass
the
on.
way. W Huey. We need
Impressive
more
commitment
Huey
to the series so
commentary. I'm
far.
down.
Yeah,
Dude.
Toad's mad. It
Yeah,
messes
and
up
I
his
think,
spreadsheet. I get it,
we're
dude.
seeing a bit of a. Oh, this could be Devin's 8 goal.
Fire
here.
Luis,
Pause
can
real
we
quick.
time
Can
out
we get
Hourglass
back?
too? What are we doing?
Put
Oh,
in
man,
a
just weight
complaint
roomed.
with my manager.
What a goal from Devin. He could have shot it, by the way. Like first off.
Dude, I love this
initially,
50.
He
What
went for the
position
Just such a
50,
good 50.
I mean,
Just plays
this
it.
is
Yeah,
a-
that's perfect.
this is
But
How
where
good
was
was Devin, by the
Palace?
way?
Great.
Devin was
Followed
awesome
it up
that
off the
series.
ceiling.
Like he had like 8 goals in the first 2
No
games.
purchase
He was
here.
awesome,
Now look,
so.
open
what
net.
happened?
Can Posey finish?
It's quickly.
no way.
They threw
Oh,
they threw to get
no
Argos in the series. So.
way.
Oh, how do you miss that?
And man, you have to feel that's the chance for EM. I mean, it's a completely open.
Or
net,
excuse
and
me,
your
they
best
didn't
player's
throw.
on net. It's
EM Big
kind
Dog
of
just played so
Oh,
much
this has
better.
to
Oh
be
my
goal,
gosh.
surely. It is.
There
Oh, what a-
Skyline puts it away.
What a hit from Skyline. The
Four
silver
Puts on a
three who
touch.
won't
EM Big
who won't
Dog.
who won't give us his power rankings.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
you have to feel if
For
either
real.
Pico, David, or Arglass.
Oh, here we
score a
go.
goal, there will
Surely
be
we get a
some
clip of the
trash talk,
Arglass
which is
goal.
exactly what I'm
Surely.
here for with these two. And
If he
this
doesn't,
could be
oh
it.
my gosh.
Pico David.
Wait,
Oh, Pico
fake?
David.
Oh, this was peak.
He
Let's
finishes,
go.
And Pico David on the board, Huey.
Pico David
Oh?
says
Yeah,
left,
good to see
right,
Pico David getting on the score sheet a lot in this
slide
What a
series.
soft
I think,
touch
Pico
from
with a deft
Ponzi.
little finish.
yeah,
being informed in
Ponzi
the chat that this
spoon
is
feeding his.
Arglass's
Never mind.
first
Yeah,
appearance
Ponzi did really
in
well.
SGL in like 2
that
or 3
series, too.
seasons. So big moment here. Could this be the second for Pico David? I mean, this guy, this guy is cooking with the backpack.
You and Huey on the cast, I love it. I want to see more of it.
Palace, good save. from
Yeah, I need more
Skyline.
Huey on the
So
mic.
far, not much to speak
There
of.
it is.
Oh,
There's the play.
Glass with an insane
Such a good
double
shot,
touch.
man.
Let's
I don't
go,
know if that's the
Arglass.
ball.
Hourglass 604
My
YT.
God,
Like,
What
that's
a play.
insane.
What a
No
play.
bounce too.
Shot
No
from
bounce, it
Hourglass.
counts. Yeah, off the
Bounce
post a
play.
little bit. Unbelievable.
Pico,
Yeah, that's up
anything
for
you can do, I can
Puskas
do
Award,
better.
SGL
Check the
Puskas.
Scoreboard, pal. 2-0
Yeah.
RV. See them away into safe zones. So very well
Oh,
done
here
from
we
him.
go. The Pico David sent him at the
Another
end.
Big boom from him, and can he get back to it?
Gosh, I
Hourglass
cannot believe
misses.
this happened.
Skyline, open net, Pico David, he scored! Pico David! Pico David at the buzzer. Wow.
I should go back and
What
watch
a
that VOD. I'm sure
Absolute
the interview, if they
scenes.
had one,
The
was
EM comms are in
insane.
rapture. The chat is going insane.
I know Pico David was
says,
yelling at me, dude, can you
"Arglass,
3-0
this is my
ECD so I
series.
can
This is
actually
my
do the
state."
interview?
And the ball touches the ground.
Wow.
EM Big Dogs reverse sweep in some of the most dramatic fashion we have seen.
And where has
What a
Palace been
game
this season,
five.
man?
What a
Not
game five.
not
Very
showing
good
up
finish,
enough.
and This is more
Yeah,
of
he's
the ECD
washed.
that we've been
Wait,
seeing
you have
all
a
season,
clip
like
from
game
this
number one,
series?
can really reflect the gameplay that we've come to expect from them. But hold on. Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
What a
Yeah,
save.
they
Oh
earned that
yeah,
one.
nose.
I thought Devitt was for sure gonna score that.
Yeah, it's
They actually played some
stopping shots
pretty
like a
incredible
woman
defense this
at an
series.
Irish wake. That's an
Nose is
incredible
really
save.
good,
Keeps
man.
keeps
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's deceptively good. Like,
Here
you're
we
like,
go.
okay,
90
it's fine. It's
seconds
like, nah,
left.
man's good.
One goal game.
Man's just consistent. He hits the ball hard.
One of my favorite
Like
things.
to
Oh,
see Steel Army keep the pressure up a little bit. Can they?
Devin,
Oh, y'all
talk to
actually
me.
did a kickoff play. Y'all are
Let's
cringe.
go.
Oh my
Back on it.
goodness.
Oh, was that a play?
cringe.
This is a kickoff.
Did he go to the
play.
midfield?
goes to
Oh, he
the midfield
did.
Straight away.
Yep.
Wow, lovely
Boo,
kickoff.
boo,
call
doing good
from
things.
Steel Army there in
Do bad
comms.
things.
dude, that was drawn
Man,
up
those
literally on the
kickoff
moment.
Man, that's it's the only dead ball we have in Rocket League, and Steel Army executed that to perfection.
Nice little set piece. Yeah, Devitt manages to close.
My favorite thing to chat,
Off the crossbar
whenever
there,
knows,
man,
always
I thought it
knows,
was
gets
in
a
from my
goal.
perspective, but
I just go,
too much
oh shit, he
power.
knew.
Oh, and Devitt's down the other end. Can Green Mario get there? He
That's
can.
true.
Razor
That's
Blade
true.
And apparently
Bergen
Nose
is
had a
saving.
birthday or
Oh my
something,
God, what a
right?
touch
During
by
this
Clark.
series?
I don't think
Yeah,
he knows
which,
about it, but he
oh,
keeps
happy
swinging
birthday,
the
Nose.
game, and-
Makes us
Oh
look like
my
shit
God,
right now, but
Bergana has had so many great
You're so
saves,
rude.
dude, in this game.
how dare we do that?
Great defensive stand. He is on his head right now, just making it all happen.
Oh yeah, the wall dash acts now.
Oh, and this is it. It's a chance. Park
Oh my
with the
gosh,
fake
Raisin
kick.
Boy
Oh,
killed me
that
here.
was-
And
What a
it's-
fake.
and it
We'll call that a
finds
fake,
back
right?
in the net.
That was sick.
What a
I think he
fake
meant
from
he meant to
Park
fake
here.
here.
I
I'm
love
pretty
this.
sure.
Slow it up. Raisin 4 bumps.
Oh my
And
God,
then he
Raisin
kinda
Boy got-
fucked it,
Who was
and
the
then-
ramp? Devitt, were you the ramp?
Almost got back
Damn.
to that, man.
Hit
I
the
was like
brakes,
sitting
too.
right there.
That's why thanks for the
Raisin
resun.
just
1-2. We got a
blew
Rocket
me
League
out of
game
the
here.
water. He just said, "Get over here, buddy."
Here we go. 30 seconds.
Oh, this is when I
left.
started tuning in, I
Green
think. I can't
Mario.
remember what day that was, but... Anyway, those are some
Hot
cinema
time.
clips clips. Very, very good. making SGL entertaining.
Yeah,
All
good
right.
shit this past week, y'all. Well done.
Absolutely. Keep it up. Keep it going. Yeah, we're just gonna keep trucking along. Time to talk about some week 7 as soon as we got that graphic ready. I know we had one match of that played tonight. RAC. Oh, 10:15 a.m. Good job, guys. Way to be very punctual. And during the workday, especially on Pacific. But yeah, still got some more matches to be scheduled. And just so you know, the championship is actually on a cup week right now. So only B&G old timers and those Faradays, they play back to back as well within the league and the cup as well. Max and Rose, they actually already set up a matchup thread, and you're like, yo, you got time like this week and on. So we may end up playing that this week. Who knows how it goes? But yeah, just I know we talked a lot about the series between EM and ECRC, but you guys want to give me a little bit of a preview of how you're thinking about TA, EC Eternal, and KC Cauldron locals, especially after his power rankings and watching, talking about the locals being silent assassins and whatnot.
Yeah, we got some good games coming up. Yeah, I mean, if there's any game to gatekeep locals, it's this one. So I hope they can. Ideally, a sweep would be ideal for the rest of us teams at the top here. For that, I don't think that's likely because of how good I think KC is, unlike what Luis thinks. But yeah, I still think KC will win that series. But I'm rooting for locals in that one. And then yeah, I'm gonna root for my own team since I'll be on the field, and I don't condone what's it called, like sports betting against myself. So match fixing, I don't do that.
You know, like going on Polymarket, start placing your bets wherever you see fit.
Yeah, placing the under on all of my stats, and I'm just gonna go AFK the whole game. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of the matchups this week are gonna be pretty one-sided. I think there's potential for the BNG Old Timers Los Verdes series to go past 3 games. I'll be honest, the other series, I don't know. Ooh, yeah, I mean, I think they're all sweeps, to be honest. I have a tough time seeing any of those. Maybe the locals could pick up a game, maybe. But yeah.
I think I'm more excited about that cup match between Black and Gold Old Timers and those Faradays because could be seeing some extra mode madness over here.
yes.
And could see a 1v1 between Christian and Palace potentially too. So that's
Oh my
always an
god,
option.
David's gonna tilt out of the series, bro. Holy shit. Dude, can you imagine getting David in a 1v1 in an SGL game? Oh, hell nah.
He'll just volunteer Devin as tribute.
that is gonna be one of the you're gonna be hearing just most explicit words, win or lose, if David plays in a 1v1, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more so their cup match than the match. But you know, surprises can happen in the championship as well. Big Dogs looking to keep their form up against an EC Defiant squad that has taken 2 losses from Steel Army in a row. So maybe they can pull out another Game 5 upset. We'll see how that goes. But that does it for that little Week 7 preview that we got going on over here. Chat, you've sort of run through a lot so far. And yeah, let me know if you got any other thoughts going in. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat again. It's been a little bit Caesar, you can be on Steel Army, but we gotta talk, bro. But we just gotta have a chat.
Big transfer window for Steel Army, and sounds like Portland Timbers too. So we'll see.
The stacking of the rosters is coming up. And yeah, just oh wait, yeah, we do have a Champ Cup bracket. Let's look at that. Let's look at that real quickly before we go on to our last message. Just a little recap. This week's Steel Army yesterday beat EC Defiance 4-1 in the cup bracket over there, and I know, let's see, you two were on that, or when I say you two, I mean Maz and Rydog. You guys were on that call, right? Am I remembering yesterday right?
Yeah, still, yeah.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
guys' series, yep.
Okay. And yeah, we did actually get to see Snow Day and Drop Shot be featured within this set over here. Ashamedly, Red 4 is not a Drop Shot fan, so we did not see him in Drop Shot, but maybe one of these other times. And looking forward, we talked a little bit about Los Verdes Black and Gold Old Timers. I don't know, you would briefly look over that one, maybe make a short little predicty on what will happen with that one. I mean, how do you feel about that one? That's where I feel like the most variability can happen, but got me as far as
For
how this
LV,
result's
for
gonna
that
go.
upper semifinal? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I like low-key predicted LV to win that one because I thought some random things can happen that would help them win that series, but I could be very wrong.
I think it'll be BNG, and I'll say 5. I'll give LV
yeah,
a
I mean,
game.
LV is not winning a single game. First of all, when David loses that 1v1, it's gonna be the crash out of all crash outs. So,
Dude.
I'm excited. So BNG old timers, if you're listening, please do a 1v1 for the memes and the
For the
content.
cinema. Yes.
That's insane. But yeah, LV, I love you guys. You guys will do it. I believe. Just stay solid. You're
If
fine.
Argalas plays, it's LV and 4. But if he
Exactly.
doesn't, I don't know. After
Exactly.
that double tap off the side or whatever that was, that clip that we saw, if you can do that in all the other game modes, yeah, it's wraps.
True.
Watch. Exactly. Well, guys, any other final thoughts before we got one last thing to announce?
No, it should be it. For me.
Yeah.
All right. So, and I know Maz hasn't like put anything up for this, which I didn't expect him to. I'm not gonna lie, but there was one thing that was brought up in a. Let's see if I can reach back to that message over here. Where did it go? But just to give a brief preview, a little bit back during an Axe and Rose post-game interview, Trevin, one of the players here, had announced, or at least brought on the message about being a kidney donor. Specifically, his wife, Anissa, talking about for living kidney donors, which is a very real thing. A lot of people, we have these kind of lists for a reason, and people go through all these tests just so they can be living donors. I mean, you can live on one kidney, you can live on one lung. There are risks with this, but it's always good to check to see if you could be a potential donor to somebody, especially to somebody you love. And this is basically our little way of sort of hearing Trevin, giving a little shout out, and also shout out, prayers up to them, and also to shout out the website for that was provided to us. And let me copy it here, throw it up into here, uclakidneydonor.org. And yeah, we'll have this pinned in here for now. So guys, we wanted to shine a little light onto that because we know how important just sort of being out there for our family members, our loved ones, all those that we can take care of, any way we can get the word out about this kind of thing. This is important to all of us. This is important for everybody, especially whenever it comes to putting that thing on your driver's license that you could be an organ donor. Say if you end up getting in a crash or something like that and it's not looking good for you. These kind of things are important. You can save more lives, albeit in sometimes good and bad ways, but you have the opportunity to do something incredible for somebody. So if you ever feel inclined to do so, I would definitely check this out. Or if there's any other situation you find yourself in to make yourself available for this kind of thing, do definitely check it out. Or if even something as simple as donating blood, that is a good way to do this as well. So again, shout out to Trevin for bringing this to us, and also prayers up to them. And we will continue rooting for you all through this. So yeah, go guys, go check this out. And yeah, just to have a bad segue into wrapping this up. Yeah, that is our final message here for this podcast here for episode 7. And we want to thank you guys for listening in on this, showing up after El Matador versus ECRC. Definitely, Rydog, thank you for joining us on not only the booth but the podcast as well. Very last minute as we. Luis, good showing today. Unfortunate loss, but you get to do a podcast and shit talk me for having bad championship power rankings. So I think in a way you're winning in some way tonight at least.
Hey, I've won 4 straight ranked 2s games in in the Roadhog. Just want that to be clear. So shout out. Yeah,
Dang.
shout out the Roadhog.
And yeah, thank you to Maz for producing and continuing to keep this thing alive for us, that we get to rant our thoughts into the void with you all. Thank you all for sticking around. I know I saw a lot of people in here: Skyline, Posey, Caesar, Rydog, Maz, Toad. Keeps on going. This guy named Luis Suarez Dollar, Arglass especially. We got to see you again. Playboy Farty. Trying to see if I missed anybody, but I think that.
No doubt.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I did. And yes, that is very true, Toad. Very, very much so. You hit the vibe, like literally right on right there. And yeah, just thank you all for sticking around, join the podcast, and we will see you all next time. Peace.
Peace.